What's up? Welcome back to the shop. Fresh back from Clash of the Titans 2. Here with Betty. Don't have many tickets. She was tuning the car herself the whole weekend. I asked her if she wanted help at least 5 times. Here on Saturday, she tuned herself to a best of a 193 at 72. And here's her tune-up on that particular pass. A point of 27 with only 70% throttle and a ramp of 2 boost and 2 turbo. Let's see where she ended up. Let me get this hooked up real quick. All right. Let's see where she ended up. So she wouldn't take any advice from me. Let's see what she's got going on here. That's the throttle that she's had. She was already up to start power of 67%. I don't run anywhere near that. I guess she was trying that. And let's go to the power. Ooh, she made it all the way up to 7 and 4. So when you only have 7 degrees up front, the boost and your start power that high is nothing there for it. Let's see what her gun was like. Hold on, let me turn the car off before I drive it off the table. Ooh, 31 and 2. So again, no matter how high the point is or your start power, if you don't have any timing in the car, there's nothing. It can ask all it wants. It's not going to give it to it. Let's check and see if she has the data from the last run. We'll go over the race real quick. First round, she drew Chance. And I believe he's stuck and she hit the wall, therefore she got by. She drew a new fella and his wife I've never seen before. And somehow, I think he's stuck also, or he hit the wall and she got down. I think that's where you heard me go, oh my God, or holy F. And then, unfortunately guys, we had to go, and we all know what happened with the game, heartbreaker. Let's get back to what we were doing here. So let's look at the log at her last pass. Maybe we can use this to help. Turn the gun off. It's downloading. Let's see what we find. There we go. All right, so here's where the run starts. 8-4. Kind of find it funny how it goes down first and then goes up. So if we're gonna start at 0 RPM, which is 1900. So you can see the car just stuck. It's pulling, the blue line is your amp draw, current. So if this line is up high and steady throughout the whole run, that's a smooth run. But you can see, she said it spun out of the gate, but here the pink line is just laying there. And right here, where it first started to unload the system, it's starting to spin. Let's go to the next line. Boom, now the tire is spinning. She's probably in the fence by now. And I gotta give you credit, honey. You did a great job catching the throttle there. The brown line is the throttle, and she's already getting out of it. Here. Now she's done, she's out of it. Probably in the wall already. Well, so anytime you see the pink line laboring, you're sticking, you're not spinning. And if you see the blue line dip, you know the system's unloaded. Because the tire, you can see it just, and it started spinning, and amps just started dropping in concert with her pulling out of the throttle. You can see how all of it makes sense when you put the line there. All right, let's get on to Hyde. Had a great time with that car. All right, back here with Hyde. Had a great day with Hyde Saturday. Sunday, not so much. But at least on Sunday, I got to test how strong this Patriot is. So as you guys know, the first hit, 8.2 battery. I didn't put it on a full battery, just wanted to get down through there. So then I charged the battery. Motor means I'm just on end bell timing, there's no boost. It picked up more mile an hour than anything else, a little bit of 700s, 800s, 600s. Third pass, I added like 5 and 5 and just started playing with the gun and going back and forth like I do between the ESC and the gun. Point and ramp, doesn't make any move, go back in the ESC, add timing. So I'm already just like on my 6th pass. I mean, I'm really happy, let's just say that. It took me 2 years to get these numbers with that Traxxas car. And now I'm just messing around. We're dancing around, 69 is the PB. And there she was. I mean, it's just me adding a couple more degrees out the back to get that extra mile an hour. But if I can get this front half more often, I got to learn the chassis. And I do believe it's in the bar. I'm learning this chassis with all the flex, where my other car was very stiff. This car is all flex like all the others. So I'm do believing it's going to be my wheelie bar height that dictates how much it flexes before it goes forward, hence stuck. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. I added no nose weight to it whatsoever. Was really stoked on the end of Saturday. So now we roll into Sunday morning. I'm happy. All I did was go to the hotel and clean it and check bolts and stuff. So I lay the car down. I take half the point and I take half the ramp out. Car does a donut. Did that like for 2 hours. I mean, I put it in the wall. I put it over the wall. I crashed that mid-track, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Let me show you how the body ended up, guys. Nothing cracked or nothing. Really great race RC body, the Cam 22, but I put this thing through work. I mean, again, awesome stuff, man. Can't say enough about the Patriot, how tough it is. I really thought when it crashed and I saw the wheelie bar flopping around, I was like, well, I guess I found its Achilles heel. It's really a potato chip. But all it did was pop the ball stud out of this thing. I was like, ingenious. I popped it back in, car went right down the track. So how did I figure that out? Standing in line, watching everybody else. And I'm like, people are getting down and some aren't. That's how it is at any race, right? So I'm like, what am I doing different? So my buddy Brett from G4B and the gang was up there in front. I say, man, let me just try your damn heat gun. I'm like 2 hours into tests and Trip pulls at noon, like the car goes right down the track, 180. I'm like, what the frig, man? So now I'm getting back up on there, trying to get it back at least into the 1.6s to have some fun. Because to be honest, guys, I'm just having a great day. I'm already super happy with the car. I want to get home and watch the Super Bowl. And so what I did was I ended up getting it back into the low 70s, mid to low 70s. I drew Casey the first round. I was lucky enough against him because he's way faster than me at the moment. And he didn't get down. So I was able to get that first round. And then I drew Dino Thompson, who ended up going to the final in the second round. So I'm sitting there thinking about it. I know he's a mid-6 car, so I went into my gun and I raised the point up 1 point and it just spun right out of the gate. So let me show you my gun settings real quick and then I'll show you my ESC. So when I went to 69, it was 26 and 6. So when I raced Dino, I was at 24 and 5 when I walked up. When I raced Dino, I put it at 25. Probably should have left it alone. The right lane didn't have as much prep in it as the left, and that's pretty common there. But no big deal, it's the same for everybody. I have no issues with that whatsoever. Let me show you and congratulations to AJ for the win and Dino to getting into the final. Let me show you, let me hook this thing up first. So. Alright. Yeah, okay. Great song. Okay, so I'll show you my settings. Here's my throttle, and I believe, I know you're all laughing now, that this is where my area is I need to work on to get another tenth out of the car, get that 59. We'll see. But I believe this is the area. Could be totally wrong. I am still learning. Acceleration at 10. Start power is usually right there. I never really have messed with it. I don't know why. I don't have a problem with really getting stuck. My frequencies, if anybody wants to know, and that's the timing. And usually this is around 6,000. This is usually around 2550, 26,000. Slope plus is pretty much where it usually is, but went 84 miles an hour, 169 on this timing, but with the gun at 26.6, not 25.5. So let me show you a graph. It's not the graph, it's another 169. Turn off the car real quick. And then we'll just go in and I'll just pull one up out of the logs. So here's a 169 way back with Jekyll, with the Sherry's car now, which is Black Betty, Greg Bridgewater chassis. So this is what a good, decent graph looks like. You can see right here, like I was telling you, you see how it stuck the tire and then it went up. You see how it put a belly in the amp load. You want this to go straight up, but after that, there's a little glitch there, or it stuck the tire again, but I don't see it unloading the system. My highest amp draw is right about there, 324. The battery's not the happiest. This is a long time ago. I didn't know as much as I know now, but as you see, the timing is lasting all the way till I lift the throttle, which was at 62,000. And you see the RPM, other than that little glitch here where it kind of muttered through the beginning and stuck the tire. And that's why it made that little belly right there, and it should be up to a box. That's what you're looking for, guys. The way it is a box here, when it's loaded correctly from the giddy up, see what I'm saying? You can see it stuck the tire till the first point hit, which was only 32%, and that's why it stuck. But like I said, this is over a year ago. All right, guys. Hope you had a great weekend. Sucked the Eagles lost, but it was a great game. Football. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Getting ready for Atmore, Alabama. See how we do up there. One really quick question, guys. Sorry, before I go. Can any of you guys help me with some front tires? I've been running these DRCs because they're belted. And I don't want one to grow faster than the other in direction of the car. So I got a couple of these from the local guys around here. I like the treaded part because that'll help with the prep and obviously less rolling resistance. But I'm just wondering if you guys' experience with these, do they grow at a different rate? Any steering issues? Any irregularities? All of a sudden the car makes a move? Any of you guys out there in Facebook and stuff that got way more access to the stuff I get secondhand? If there's anything out there that's thin, treaded, let me know, turn me on to it. Appreciate it very much. Last thing is a shout out there to BB Fast for turning me onto the servo. It's only 80 bucks versus the MKS, which is 180 bucks, 160. And got a little problems with some recentering. I got to flick the steering wheel, which I've never had to do before. And this thing is so smooth. When you touch the tire, you just hit it like that and it goes through the throw. Where mine, look, I got to turn it with my damn hand. It's really stiff, probably broken from all the accidents. Last, Gen's Ace. I'm going to give this battery a try. I've been running the Trinity 10,000, but with the ridiculous 901 final drive I have, 29,100, I don't have no voltage issues whatsoever. On the 69 I went through at 7.8, low was 7.4. No timing, of course, but it's the combo, right? So this thing will sit right up here sideways, change the connector. Obviously, I'll be able to move more stuff up forward if my voltage is good. I'm going to give that a shot. It's a little bit lighter, so we'll see how it works out. Again, guys, have a great week. Any help would be appreciated.